Yo guys, what's going on? Welcome back to the gaming page, and today we have the final requested video of the 3 requested videos that I had. So I actually had 3 requested videos: how to get dark matter, just what guns were good in general, so I did the top 5 best weapons to use overpowered, and this one, which is how to get the golden armor for every single character, guys. So I'm not going to go into detail of each character, but I'm going to briefly go over, how to get gold armor in general and stuff like that. So I've got everything wrote down here, you know what I'm going to say and stuff. Got all my points and stuff on the screen now. I don't have any gameplay on the screen. You can just see me going through the gold armor for each and every character. Blackjack doesn't have gold armor, by the way. I expect you to know that, to be honest, at least. But I have 6 points to go through this video, and I am going to start with number 1. But first, I just want to go ahead and say how you actually obtain this golden armor. So how you actually get this armor is you actually have to get 6 kills in one game with the weapon to get the body, and to get the head you need to get 4 kills in one game 4 times to get the headgear with the tactical. So I don't know if I mentioned this, but you have to do it the amount of times it says. So for the heads for the scythe, which are on now, or the reaper, sorry, you have to get 4 kills using it, 4 kills in one game with the psychosis 4 times. That's something like that. And then for the weapon, say for the ripper, spectre, you need to get 6 kills in one game 6 times to get the body. It's pretty difficult, especially for the hives, but I do have some good tips for you, and we're going to break them down. Right guys, so the first tip I have for you is ground war. So you want to be playing ground war. Basically, I'm going to go into tips, but first I just want to quickly say that the gameplay that you're seeing on screen now is a decent Man of War gameplay. It's not the best Man of War gameplay, but it is a dark matter Man of War gameplay. Now I used this a little bit of this gameplay in my top 5 overpowered weapons for the Man of War. That was in that section. I did use this gameplay in my previous video. However, I only used a clip of it, so I'm just going to use this gameplay for the entirety of this video while I explain things. So basically, guys, the first thing that you want to do in able to get gold armor faster is play ground war. So I've got this written down for tip 5, but I'm gonna just say it on tip 1. Preferably hunted safeguard. So if you go on ground war, make sure to get hunted safeguard mode. The reason why I'm saying make sure to get that map in particular is just because it's the best map for getting gold armor completed faster. However, I've also got another tip. So moving on to tip 2, is to use for the lethals, which is the weapons and stuff. So say if you're going for the scythe golden, for the scythe you would have to get 6 kills in one game with the scythe 6 times. So to do this, I would recommend hunted safeguard and stuff. The larger maps are always better for the weapons, even if it is the purifier and stuff. However, if you're going for the tactical ones, say if you're using overdrive, I can't remember what his name is, but say if you're using the overdrive, which is how you basically run faster, I'd recommend going on Nuketown, because if you activate overdrive and you've got the KRM shotgun or something and you're running really fast, you're gonna get kills much easier. So for the tacticals, which are stuff like overdrive and stuff, basically what you need to do is you need to get 4 kills in one game 4 times, every time, until you've done it 4 times. Then you're going to get the golden piece of armor. But for the weapons, you need to get 6 kills in one game with whatever, so say the scythe 6 times, and once you've done it 6 times in one game, you'd get the golden armor. So it's pretty difficult, guys, but you do get used to it. Anyway, the next tip, which is number 3 I have, is overclock. So this is a pretty obvious one. I shouldn't have even had to put it in this video because it's so obvious. Overclock, basically what it does is it makes you, regen your specialist ability faster. So the only bad thing about getting gold armor is, say if you were going for the scythe golden, if you used it and you didn't get 6 kills within, one use, which is, it's not impossible, but it's really difficult if you were going to go for that, then you're going to need it another time, and obviously it takes a while to recharge within games, so you're going to need overclock on here. Overclock, basically what it does is it just makes it so that it recharges faster, so that's a pretty easy one. Pretty obvious tip to have on there is to use overclock. So tip 4 is to use dead silence and blast suppressors. So I can't stress this enough. I said this in my how to get dark matter video. So if you want to get headshots for dark matter, you know, you're gonna have to use dead silence and shit like that to sneak up on people and get headshots from behind and stuff. So with this one, why I have dead silence and blast suppressor, you know, noted down for how to get gold armor, is because if you have dead silence and blast suppressor, no one, well, people will spot you if they like see you, but it's going to be more difficult for people to like spot where you are, meaning that you can sneak up on people and they're only going to know you're there if you're running directly in front of them. So that's another good point to have on there. The next one I have on here is actually for the hives. So the hives, obviously you would think how difficult this is to go for, right? So if you think about it, guys, hives, getting 6 kills in one game 6 times with the hives is not impossible, but it's so difficult. Because, you know, hives aren't something you can just get kills with. You actually have to make people or wait for people to run into the hives. So what I used to do was go on hunted safeguard like I do for all the other weapons, and I actually used to plant them down near where the robot was or on the robot, and I used to just sit at the back of the map, not get any kills, not run out or anything, and I used to just wait until I got the kills. So that's not actually a very good thing to do. And basically the tip that I've got for you is to play hardpoint. So if you think about it, playing hardpoint, you know, regular 6v6, not 9v9. If you're playing regular 6v6, you're going to have more of a chance, well, not more of a chance of getting kills, but say if it's 6v6, it's smaller, you're not going to get killed as often. If you put all the hives in the hardpoint, everyone's going to be going for that hard point, and you could put them in that hard point and the next hard point and then just camp, and then when the hard point switches over, you know, enemies will just be fooled and you can get them again. So that's a very good tip there, is to go on hard point for the hives. That's what I did anyway, and I got them reasonably fast. I did go on hunted safeguard for some of them, but I got the majority of the kills on hardpoint, so I definitely recommend that. And the final point, and this is the last point of the video, and then the video will be ending, is to go for the objective. So this is such an obvious one, so just the same as overclock really, is to go for the objective. So if you're going for the objective, you're going to get extra points, right? So if you get kills, I don't know if you've noticed this, but as you can see from the gameplay, every time I get a kill, in the bottom right, my little specialist thing goes up faster than it you know, would if I was just waiting for it. So if you're going for the objective, this also counts for kills. You're going to be getting more you know, power towards your boss. So if you're going for the objective and getting a lot of kills, you're going to get your specialist ability, the majority, much faster, and also if you're using overclock, it's going to get much faster anyway. That's the end of the video. I really hope you enjoyed. It was just a few tips that I bundled together, and these are basically things that I did to help me get them faster. I got gold armor in about a week and a half. I did this at the same time as going for dark matter. That's why my KD is actually only 1.2, because I was actually going for dark matter at the same time as going for gold armor, so everything was kind of fucked. But when I was going for dark matter, it took us 2.5 weeks, and you know, gold armor took us about a week and a half, so not that long. Everything took us reasonably fast, and reasonably fast amount of time. Anyway, that's the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed. Free music, link in the description. Make sure to check out my previous video, which was actually the top 5 best guns in Black Ops 3. I really hope you enjoy once again, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.